Chrissy, can you hear us now?
I should try to log back in.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to open up our board meeting at 5:01. So open session on this, what is today? Today is the 13th day of January at 5:01 p.m. Opening session. Roll call. Clerk Venegas.
Present.
Trustee Kobe Pizzati.
Here.
Vice President Sarah Kirby Gonzalez.
Present.
Clerk Christy Barnes.
Present.
And I too am here. Okay, you can hear us now?
Yes.
Yes?
Hear you now.
Okay, great. To that end, we are going to open the mic for any public comments. Mara, do we have any public comments?
There were no public comments received.
Okay, because there are no public comments, we're going to move on to board governance, the resolution authorizing electronic meetings of the governing board during a state of emergency in an abundance of caution, even though there is an EO that allows us to do this. Superintendent Hildreth, would you like to present?
Yes, thank you, President Wong, and Happy New Year. Trustees, it's good to see you, and I'm just thankful that we're able to get together to still do the board's business in spite of what's happening in our community and our country. And really why we are bringing forth the special board meeting is to allow us to continue to meet. We have been in person having our board meetings since, I know we've been in person really since March of 2021. We may have had one or two virtual meetings at the beginning of the school year, but that has been how we are holding our meeting. However, with our ongoing outreach and collaboration with Dr. Amy Sisson, our Yolo County Public Health Officer, in a meeting last week, she suggested that if we are going, any organization or entity that is going to have that holds public meetings, she's just recommending that we do them virtually due to the Omicron variant surge. So in order to do that, we need to have a resolution that states that we are going to hold our meetings virtually. And this is something that we will need to come together every 30 days to update if we're going to continue for virtual meetings or if we're going to go back to in-person. Governor Newsom has allowed this flexibility through March 31st of 2022. So with that, I will turn it over to President Wong. There is a resolution that needs to be read.
Okay.
President Wong, there is somebody with a hand up in the attendees. It's Maria Grijalva, it looks like.
Okay, I do not see that, but we can, if the board so pleases, I'm happy to take the public comment. Okay, I see no questions. If that's the end of the presentation, Mario, can you open up the mic?
Yes, Maria, I've allowed you the ability to speak and you may begin.
I don't mind waiting until after the resolution is read.
Ms. Grijalva, this is the moment where we receive public comment on the items, so up to you. But
all righty. I just wanted to give a public comment and enter into a public record an announcement or new information about our YOLO Board of Education. In our trustee Matt Taylor that represent Area 1 has resigned, and we needed to I wanted to enter that into a public record and in November, the Attorney General made a legal opinion declaring that charter school employees may not sit on county board, on the county education boards. And back in 2015, I had actually written a letter to Yolo County District Attorney.
I apologize, Ms. Grijalva.
Yes.
I thank you for your comment. The comment is not germane to the resolution regarding
No.
safety, so I apologize. I'm going to actually have to curtail your comment.
Oh,
And
yes,
then,
yes.
the public comment. We also have our regularly scheduled board meeting that starts at
Yes.
5:30. Just to adopt.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, yes, yes. Okay, thank you, thank you. And I didn't have I thought it was a general open public comment, but thank you for that. Okay, thank you.
Okay. With that said, I am having trouble logging onto my agenda online. Vice President Kirby Gonzalez, can I ask you to read the resolution while I try to get online?
Sure, you got it.
Thank you.
Resolution authorizing electronic meetings of the governing board during a state of emergency pursuant to Government Code Section 54953E. This is resolution number 2122-19. Whereas the meeting of Washington Unified School District Governing Board are subject to the Ralph M. Brown Act and must be open and accessible to members of the public. And whereas on March 4th, 2020, Governor Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency to exist in California as a result of the threat of the COVID-19 virus. And whereas the authority to hold electronic meetings under the executive orders expired on September 30th, 2021. And whereas Governor Newsom signed Assembly Bill number 361, AB 361 on September 16th, 2021, immediately amended the Brown Act to allow legislative bodies of local agencies to hold public meetings via teleconferencing or otherwise electronically under certain conditions. And whereas AB 361 allows electronic meetings when a legislative body of a local agency holds a meeting during a proclaimed state of emergency, and the legislative body has determined that as a result of the emergency, meeting in person would present imminent risk to the health or safety of attendees. And whereas the World Health Organization, United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the state of California, including the California Department of Public Health, have recognized that this country, state, and county face a life-threatening pandemic caused by the COVID-19 virus, and that even though social distancing is no longer mandated, both vaccinated and unvaccinated persons continue to face the risk of transmission. And therefore, be it resolved that the board hereby finds the foregoing recitals to be true and correct, and that the state of emergency proclaimed to exist in California on March 4th, 2020 is still in effect, and that the board determines that as a result of the emergency, meeting in person would present imminent risk to the health or safety of attendees, and that board meetings shall be conducted telephonically or otherwise electronically pursuant to Government Code Section 54953, subdivision E, and that the district staff is hereby authorized and directed to take all actions necessary to carry out the intent and the purpose of this resolution. Be it further and finally resolved that this resolution shall take immediate effect immediately upon adoption, and the findings made herein regarding the state of emergency and the imminent risk to the health and safety of persons presented by in-person meetings may be affirmed by action of the board every 30 days by reference to this resolution without amendment or reinstatement hereof. Passed and adopted by the Washington Unified Board of Education on this 13th day of January by the following votes.
I move adoption of the resolution.
No discussion? Okay. All right. Trustee Kobe Pizzati moves. Do I have a second?
A second.
Clerk Benning, I apologize. I promoted Trustee Barnes to clerk earlier, so I apologize for that, Clerk Venegas. So Clerk Venegas seconds, so it's a roll call vote. So Trustee Barnes?
Aye.
Trustee Pizzati?
Aye.
Clerk Venegas?
Aye.
Vice President Kirby Gonzalez?
Aye.
I too vote aye. The motion and the resolution is so adopted. Okay, I think that is it. And now we adjourn till 5:30.
Yay.
Right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.